Alright lads, and welcome back to another episode of my Rangers career mode on FIFA 18. This is episode 30 and we're going to kick things off with an away game simmed to Hamilton. So we're going to skip that and we win 3-0, Watson with 2 goals and Morelos with 1. And we've got 3 big games coming up in this episode. It is Hibs in the quarter-final of the Scottish Cup. We've got round of 16 Champions League second leg against PSG, and then we've got an Old Firm in the league. So 3 big games that could define our season. I mean, the league game, there's still a few more games left in the league, but it will make it tighter between us and Celtic, as we're actually 6 points ahead of them at this current point. But Hibs are going to kick things off strong with Anthony Stokes, as he turns our man, gives it to him again. He puts it into the back of the net, and we're 1-0 down. I was saying last episode about how we quite often score early goals and go 1-0 up. Well, we've just went and conceded an early goal, and I think we beat Hibs, what, 4-0 or something like that in the previous episode, but this game was not to be that simple. Ryan Jack now on the ball in the 15th minute, gives it to Odger. Odger making a bit of space for himself, has a shot, but the keeper makes a good save there. And now Hibs back on the ball. It is Matelavicius who gets fouled. I don't know how to say his name. He got fouled at the edge of the box, and Hibs have a free kick. It's going to be Bodden that's over the free kick. He's going to hit it, and it hits the bar, bounces on the line. Stokes is there, and he hits the post. Somehow that doesn't go in. That was just an absolute shambles. We get the ball and we give it away to McGinn. McGinn then goes into the box. He goes back out the box, goes by our man, swings it in back post to Bodden, but Tav wins the header. It comes to Edwards at the edge of the box. He drives with it and gives it up to Alexic. Alexic with Watson out on his left hand side, which he does give to Watson. Watson now driving into the box. He has a shot, and it hits the post and goes in. What a finish that was by Douglas Watson, and we're back on level terms with Hibs in this Scottish Cup quarter final. So I mean, it took us almost a half to actually get back on level terms, and Hibs were putting up a really good game. They were possibly the better team in this first half so far. They probably were, but it was a great finish by Douglas Watson. Good counter attack there, and now Hibs on the ball. Effie Ambrose, the absolute Celtic legend, isn't he? Anyway, McGinn gives it to Matelavicius. He then gives it into Anthony Stokes, who then returns it to Mattel. He gets fouled, and Cardoso is the one that fouled him. And we'll just see, you know, everyone's getting a bit mad with Cardoso's tackle. The ref's going to pull him away, and you'll see in a minute here that it is a red card. You know, how is that a red card? It just, there wasn't a goal scoring opportunity. He was running away from goal. I mean, it was a bit from behind, but it's not a red card. Delgado lays it off to McGinn. McGinn hits it, it gets blocked, and then Tav loses out. It comes to Bodden. Bodden gives it to Jang Ho Eek. He picks out Anthony Stokes, who puts it into the back of the net, and now we're 2-1 down to Hibs. Right before half time, we got ourselves back in the game, and then we just throw it away like that. We're down to 10 men, a goal down. Yeah, so it's not looking, we're not in the best situation at this point, but we've got a good goal scoring record, and that's for a reason, because we've actually got good goal scorers. So we've got to keep looking at that, try and get more goals. But Anthony Stokes, I swear he scores like every game against us almost. But right after half time, Science wins the ball back, gets absolutely wiped out. How is that not a free kick? I don't know. But Edwards picks it up, gives it to Morelos. Morelos goes into the box and bangs that one in, and puts us back for the second time this game on level terms. And Morelos, great finish that was, and we'll see this again slightly, but how it wasn't a free kick on Science. It was like, he gets absolutely wiped out, but Edwards done well to follow it up, and Morelos bangs that one in. Good finish there, and Tav now on the ball, gives it to Odger. Odger with space to shoot, he has it, but the keeper pulls off a good save there. And now Delgado swings it in for Hibs. Fodringham is there to punch it, and now Silva goes up for the header. He loses out, but it's, Garcia was there to give it up to Jack, who gives it up to Watson. Watson then plays it up to Morelos. Morelos turns with it, does a fake shot, and Effie Ambrose runs out the way. It clears a path for Morelos to run through, has a shot, and similar to his first goal, across the keeper, he puts his 3-2 up, and we're now in the driving seat for this game and looking likely to going through to the semi-final of the Scottish Cup. So I mean, it was once again, it was another good counter-attack. We counter-attacked for the first goal, and we counter-attacked for that goal, but Jang Ho Eek gives it to Whittaker. He gives it to Hanlon. He then puts it into the box, and Anthony Stokes is there again. 3-0. What a game this is turning out to be. And I mean, it's the best game I've ever had against Hibs. They've never put up this good of a game, maybe because they've actually got something to play for. You know, maybe in the league they're not playing for anything, but in the Scottish Cup they've actually got something to fight for, and rightly so. They've fought for this and they're 3-all with us. So 83rd minute now, and the ball gets given away by Jack. Then Whittaker gives it to Boyle. He has a shot, Fodringham saves it, and it goes straight back to Boyle, and Hibs have taken the lead with 6 minutes to go. And just take a look at that haircut. That's what scored against us. That haircut just scored against us. How's he even playing football with that? That's like, was he like 80-year-old or something? But yeah, yeah, we concede 4-3. I was only kidding about that. People actual will have that haircut because, you know, receding and all that. But yeah, that's just, I'll go so off topic. But 90th minute, and Odgers on the ball, swings it in, and the keeper saves that. Marcano saves that, and he's gonna punt this one forwards. And Jang Ho Eek is gonna control that, and that's gonna be the final thing of the game. We get knocked out of the Scottish Cup in the quarter-final against Celtic Edinburgh, pretty much. And yeah, that's a really poor result. We're going to look to actually win the Scottish Cup again, but we didn't. And the thing is, Celtic actually got knocked out. You know, Celtic Glasgow, they actually got knocked out as well. So neither Rangers or Celtic are going to win the Scottish Cup. Either probably Hibs or Ross County. I think Ross County knocked Celtic out. But anyway, that game's by with, and we're going to this game against PSG. So yeah, Tav gets a yellow card on Neymar. Neymar was going through, so Tav took him out. He swings in the cross. Mota takes it down and gives it to Munir. He gives it to Mota. Mota gives it into Dele Alli. He takes a touch and bangs that one in off the post. And we are 1-0 down against PSG, or as the Marseille fans like to call it, QSG. You know, Qatar Saint-Germain. But yeah, Dele Alli with another good goal against us. Last episode in the first leg he scored a really good goal against us, and he's just put one in again. So Dele Alli, he's a really good player in FIFA and in real life, and whether he'll be with PSG in the future, I would be surprised, because when do you ever see English players outside the BPL or outside UK? But Cavani gives it up to Martins. Martins gives it back to Cavani. He plays it through to Neymar. Tav with an absolutely howler decides to, he's like, oh, Neymar's on my back, I'll decide to control this one. That's not what you do. I tell him to get rid, and he didn't get rid. Neymar got in, and he put it in the top bins. So yeah, you'll see this again. Tav tries to control it. I don't know, I pressed A, and yeah, I can't do much about that. But McLean now on the ball, gives it to Pereira. Pereira up to Molt. Lewis Molt then turns with it and gives it to Pereira. Pereira fake shot, has a bit of space, has a ping, and the keeper makes a good save. And I'm playing Lewis Molt, by the way, because Morelos was not injured, tired, because it was only like 3 days after the Scottish Cup defeat against Hibernian. But Neymar now with a free kick for PSG. He's gonna whip this one in and we'll chip it in, but we clear it quite easily. Silva on the edge of the box gets tackled but manages to give it out to Edwards. Edwards then gives it through to Pereira. Pereira gives it through to Lewis Molt. We're in the counter attack 3v3, and Lewis Molt turns and gives it through to McLean. McLean now going into the box, one-on-one with the keeper, has a shot, and he gets us right back in the game. 2-1 down now. We've got a whole half to get 2 goals and not concede against possibly the best attack in Europe in the second half. So yeah, we'll try and not concede. But Lewis Molt playing it through to Jordan Rossiter. Jordan Rossiter get in front of Grimaldo. He then goes into the box, swings it in. There's Silva taking it down, goes onto his right foot and swings it in, and Molt can't win the header. The keeper then comes out, punches it. McLean is there with the volley. It's going in. It's going to dip in. Nope, it hits the bar. That was so unlucky. It was such a good attempt with McLean's right foot, his weak foot, but it hit the crossbar. Now Cavani's going through, leaves it off to Krakowiak, and just goes through, bashes it with the left foot. It was a well good finish. This is actually what happens when you play against good teams on FIFA. See, in this career mode, I've not really been too challenged. I mean, I've played Atletico Madrid, but they didn't put up much of a fight. But PSG, they've properly shown me how big teams play. So yeah, Kenny McLean wins the ball back, one-on-one with the keeper to get us back in it again, but the keeper makes a really good save there. And now 30 minutes left, Ben Arfa trying his fancy skills, and we give away a penalty. Alderete takes down Gelson Martins, and they get a penalty. This is to just rub salt in the wounds to go 4-1 up I mean, we need 3 goals already. To get 4 goals is 3 goals. 1 goal is hard enough. So yeah, Cavani to step up, and West Fodringham is going to save that one, keep us in the game, give us a lifeline. But we've got 20 minutes left, we've got to act quickly. Dalcio gives it to Jordan Rossiter. Jordan Rossiter does a fake shot inside the middle. He then, looking for a pass, gives it to Anderson. Anderson through to Molt. Molt gives it to Silva. Silva 1-on-1, and he misses that. Dalcio with the follow-up. They can't quite get there, and that's 2 1-on-1s we've missed. If we scored them, we would only needed 1 more goal to go through. But Draxler's going to come forward with PSG. Munier then gives it to Krakowiak. He gives it to Forsberg. Forsberg up to Cavani. Cavani to Draxler. Draxler back to Cavani. Cavani then goes by Science. He gives it through to Ben Arfa. And that's rubbing salt in the wounds. A fancy flick like that. And just, yeah, PSG are going through. They've got 4 away goals. 5-2 in aggregate, 90th minute. We are going to be knocked out 2 games in a row. Both games resulting in a loss. Both games resulting in us being knocked out of a cup. So Alexis is going to play this out to Bierman, and we lose the game, obviously. And we're out. We're only in 1 competition now. We're only left in the league. And yeah, I think there's, after the Celtic game, I think there's maybe 10 games left of the league. So there should only be about 2 episodes after this one. I mean, it's been a disappointing episode. I think this is actually the worst episode, you could say. I think we've never actually lost 2 games in 1 episode. It might be a first, but in fact it definitely is a first, because we only lost 1 game last season. So Edwards now with a pinger against Celtic, and this game is important because if we lose, Celtic are within 3 points of us, but if we win, we're 9 points ahead. So it could really decide the league, this game. But Edwards now gives it to Alexic. Alexic gives it through to Morelos. Morelos 1-on-1, has a ping with his left foot and puts that one by the keeper, by Wayne Hennessy, and we are 1-0 up in the 15th minute. Great start for us after our, you would think we're low on motivation, low on confidence after the past 2 games, but we managed to come back strong, and we're 1-0 up against Celtic, our old firm rivals. After they beat us last Old Firm 2-1, they beat us. So we're looking for a revenge. Morelos gets the ball, gives it to Alexis. Morelos making the run, no one following him. Alexis give it back to him. Morelos 1-on-1 into the box now, has a shot, and he puts that one by Wayne Hennessy for the 2nd time in the game. 2-0 up in the 26th minute. It's an absolute dream start for the almighty Rangers. Morelos with 2 goals and 2 really good finishes. He scored 2 against Hibs, and he scored 2 in this game. I wish he was just fit for the PSG game, but yeah, we had to go with Lewis Moult. Anyway, Douglas Stewart on the ball, because I put him in because Tav played shocking in the PSG game. So Douglas Stewart, it might be Douglas Stewart, but he comes in for Tav. Edwards now on his left foot, swings it into Watson. He has a ping, and on the half volley, he cannot keep that one down. And now Stuart Armstrong on the ball for Celtic in the 37th minute. They've not played too well this game so far, but Johan Bach give it back to McGregor. McGregor into Armstrong. Armstrong then goes and gives it to Sinclair. He takes a touch by his man, has a shot, but hits the side net, and I think it actually hit the post as well, and then side netting. But straight from kick off in the second half, Alexis loses the ball to Dembele. Dembele then gets it back, gives it to Johan Bach. He plays a 1-2 with Johan Bach. Dembele then goes in the middle, gives it to Johan Bach, and he has a shot, but Celtic probably should have done better with that counter-attack, and West Fodringham made a good save. Scott Brown then gives it up to Stuart Armstrong. Armstrong with time in the middle, he's looking for an option, gives it to Sinclair. Sinclair goes by Augier into the box, and he puts that one into the top corner by West Fodringham, and Celtic are back in the game. Celtic played really poorly in the first half, but they came out really strong in the second half. As you can see, they had that chance with Johan Bach. I've probably butchered his name throughout the whole season, but anyway, they had a good chance with Johan Bach, and then Scott Sinclair with a chance, and he buries that one. Scott Sinclair, good finisher, but you know, he's a BPL reject anyway. So Rico Henry now on the ball, gives it to Ryan Jack. Ryan Jack gives it on to Rico Henry. Rico Henry going down the wing. He's got McGregor on him, but he swings it in with his left foot. Augier is there on the volley, but it's pretty simple save for Hennessy. But now it is Rico Henry who won the ball back. Science gives it to Henry. Henry then up to Ben Anderson, who came on as a sub. Ben Anderson plays it through to Alexic. We're on the counter attack. We've got Dalcio onto Alexic's right, but Alexic goes himself, has a shot, and he puts that one into the top corner in the 82nd minute. We're now 3-1 up, and that surely secures the win. I mean, we're 9 minutes left of time, but Celtic have been playing this second half pretty well, so they could come out strong these last 10 minutes and get 2 goals. But Dalsio was not needed in that counter-attack. The defender didn't even, if he came and closed Alexic down, it would have been played to Dalsio, but he didn't. So yeah, Celtic now in the 88th minute, getting a corner. Wayne Hennessy is coming up for it, and it is Scott Sinclair over the corner. He's going to try and pick out Wayne Hennessy. He's a big boy in there. It goes to Wayne Hennessy, but he can't win the header. Alexis takes it down, gives it on to Mayoral. Mayoral through to Anderson. Anderson now, he's got Wayne Hennessy going by the halfway line. Simenovic is chasing him, but he can't catch him. Ben Anderson into the box to finish it off and puts 9 points clear in the Scottish Premier League. We have done it. We're 4-1 up against Celtic. We have won the match, and Ben Anderson, fresh legs. What a break that was. You always love it when the keeper comes up against you, because you're always hoping that you can get the break of the ball and go and bang one in an open net. So yeah, they're still going on the attack, but they're offside, and now Wedge is going to give it to Rico Henry. Rico Henry, fake shot, and that is game over. So we win the game 4-1, 9 points clear of Celtic now, and we're going to get into the final game of this episode, which is a simmed game away to Partick. And as you can see, they've gotten 1 point out of the last 3 games. We're going to sim it, and we draw 0-0. Watson with a 12-day injury. That's how long, no, 3-day injury actually, that's how long it was. But that's the end of the episode. If you like it, please leave a like, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.